Today I will talk about excited state proton transfer in reverse micelles, effect of temperature and possible interplay with solvation. Myself Sheikh Imadul Islam, working under the supervision of Professor Rajiv Kumar Mitra. So before going to the main topics, first of all I would like to explain about ESPT process. Excited state proton transfer is a process in which photoexcited molecule relax their energy through tautomerization by transfer of protons. This is the schematic diagram of the ESPT process. The protonated molecule come to the excited state by absorb the energy and deprotonated form Rho minus star. It will be appear after the proton transfer from the protonated molecule to the solvent, here water, and this process is called ESPT and rate denoted by the KTP. This process opposed by some geminate recombination and produce Rho star from the Rho minus star and H3 plus in the excited state and rate denoted by Kr. We are interested about the excited state proton transfer. So I want to discuss about the intermolecular proton transfer in the excited state. So it has so many applications. Its plays a vital role in fuel cell operation and many enzymatic reaction. We used Lampredi family of flies, diluciferin, which is responsible for the emission of yellow green light. This is the structure of the diluciferin. It has two different moiety. One is the benzothiazole hydroxyl moiety, another is the thiazole acidic moiety. This benzothiazole hydroxyl hydrogen can take part in the proton transfer reaction in the excited state due to the more stable anionic form. It will be appear after the proton transfer in the excited state. So now I am coming to the motivation of this work. From the previous study, a fundamental question arises in the excited state proton transfer dynamics related to its inherent coupling with the solvation process, but a much debated issue is which process precedes, solvation or ESPT. We have noticed from the previous studies that temperature plays an important role in determining ESPT kinetics, but the general idea has not been yet found. Most of the temperature dependent study observed in pure or mixed solvent, but here we used different charge type of reverse Mach systems. These are the systems DDAB, cationic, non-ionic EGEPAL, anionic AOT, different charge surfactant for making the different charge type of reverse Mach systems, where W0 hydration number equals to 10, that is fixed for the whole study. These are the experimental techniques which we have used throughout this work. First, to understand the local environment of the fluorescence of the dye by the fluorescence spectroscopy and measuring the absorption spectroscopy, and as well as the concentration of the dye in the solution by absorption spectroscopy. TCSPC determine the lifetime, solvation and SPT dynamics, and then we measure the droplet size of the reverse micelle by the DLS technique. So these are the methods. First one is the ESPT correlation function, where I of 0 to infinity indicates the intensity at time 0 to infinity, and second one is the bimodal distribution function of the protonated molecule in the excited state at time t, where tau dp and tau phi is the deprotonated and protonated lifetime, and yn refers to the protonated molecule in the excited state do not undergoing proton transfer reaction. Now I am coming to the result discussion part. First we measure the droplet size of the reverse micelle by the DLS technique. This is the representative plot of the hydrodynamic diameter as function of the temperature. The size follows order the DDAB greater than EGEPAL greater than AOT, and its decreasing trend with increasing the temperature. And then we measure the steady state spectra of diluciferin inside different systems. Steady state spectrum of the diluciferin inside pure water, we are getting only deprotonated peak, the black dotted line at appear at around 530 nanometer, and for the protonated peak first one appear at around 430 nanometer. Encapsulated into the reverse Mach system, we are getting both the peak, protonated and as well as the deprotonated systems. After the deconvolution, we are getting the intensity, and then calculate the intensity ratio and plotted as function of the temperature. Inside the DDAB and EGEPAL it is higher value, and for the AOT system it is very lower value, and the ratio of intensity does not change appreciably with the temperature. So then we measure the fraction of protonated undergoing the ESPT reaction from the protonated decay fitted by the bimodal distribution function, and then plotted as function of the temperature. For the DDAB system it is higher value and not noticeably changes with the temperature, but for the AOT and EGEPAL it is decreasing trend with increasing the temperature. and this is the time resolved emission profile. Figure A is a representative time resolved area normalized emission spectra of d-luciferin inside DDAB at two different temperature, above 2 and below 2 is a EGPAL and AOT at 293 K temperature. So first is for the protonated population, second figure is the deprotonated population. The protonated population decreasing with increase in the deprotonated population with the time evolution, it indicates the ESPT. So and again we observe the isomecy point for the DDAB and as well as the AOT systems, but such kind of isomecy point missing for the EGPAL system. So isomecy point is the indicates that two species are existence, one is the protonated, another is the deprotonated system, and again it also indicates the absence of any intermediate process of photoacid in during the ESPT process. Figure B is the representative trace spectra of d-luciferin inside DDAB at two different temperature. The protonated peak undergoing the red shifted with the time evolution, it indicates the solvation. Now I am coming to the solvation and ESPT study from the time resolved measurement. Figure A and B is a representative proton transfer and solvation correlation function of d-luciferin inside different charge reverse Bayes systems. The solid line represent the experimental fading. After the fading we get the time scale of proton transfer and solvation, and then we measure the dynamics of proton transfer and solvation. The K solvation refers by the open symbol and KPT refers by the field symbol. Both the dynamics are increasing with the temperature, and solvation dynamics are always faster rather than the proton transfer dynamics. And then we calculate the difference between the two dynamics, solvation and proton transfer, and plotted as function of the temperature. For the AOT and DDAB it is higher value and increasing trend, but for the EGPAL system it is very lower value and very close to the 0. That's why you are not getting an isomecy point for the EGPAL systems, because due to the presence of intermediate process like solvation in during the ESPT process. Then we measure the ratio of del KPT by del K solvation and plotted as function of the temperature. For the AOT and DDAB it is decreasing trend, but for the EGPAL system it is increasing trend with the temperature. So this ratio implies that the change in the ESPT dynamics in response to the increasing solvation and elevated temperature. So from the previous study all we know about the solvation process is the peak shift during the time progress as well as the change the energy state. Generally energy state will not change during the ESPT process. So we concluded from that fully solvated AOT and DDAB participate in the ESPT, while in EGPAL system ESPT process can initiated prior to full solvation. So conclusion from the steady state measurement, it was found that ESPT is more prominent and for the DDAB and followed by the EGPAL rather than the AOT systems, and we observed that the charge reverse Bayes system AOT DDAB solvation precede ESPT. However, in EGPAL the decay occurs. Our study has established the pivotal role of solvation to be considered to explain ESPT process, especially in constrained environment like in reverse Bayes systems. So acknowledgement. First of all, I would like to acknowledge my supervisor Professor Rajiv Kumar Mitra, lab mates, funding in CUGC, SNB, NCBS for the research facility. Thank you so much.